We are Venus Bay. Kind of a cool place, and I can't believe that the Singke Bay is still there, the prawn trawler. The lonely prawn trawler of Venus Bay is still there. There's the ramp. There's the ramp. Charging cables there.
Yeah.
So that's what I plug in at the campground.
Where's the motor? Underneath the motor?
It's on the back. Here we are on the end of the Port Venus, Port Venus Bay jetty. She's a nasty old day, otherwise I might send the drone up, but it looks like we might even get rain. Hectic. It is kind of winter after all. Yeah, I can't believe the Singke Bay is still here 20 years later. Crazy. These cliffs freak me out. These cliffs freak me out. I'm scared of heights, and it's freaky to think that just over there is the edge, and that's where this young fella, 17-year-old, on January 2010 fell from this cliff. Wow. Super scary. So that's the entrance to Venus Bay there. She's a bit wild and woolly today. Would have been nice to send the drone up, but that's not going to happen today. I might send it up at Elliston tomorrow. And yeah. Oh, there's a front coming through. She's chilly. Very chilly. Super chill. Alright, buddy. Todd, rest in peace, bro. We're out now. We're loving the seat warmers. Nice and warm. That's where we are. Venus Bay. Oh, that's where we are, and that's where Elliston is. Polies.
Continue for...
Here we are at the turn off to Venus Bay. That's quite a nice sign, sorry. And there's the Polestar, the Popstar. So B100, Port Kenny, Sejuna, Elliston, Port Lincoln. A long windy road. And taking photos, threading, reportages. Venus Bay. Alright, I can't believe this is still here after all these years. That's crazy that it's still here. The Colton baked wood fire bread, and it's fucking so stormy weather. Crazy weather. Alright, we got the sticky buns and multi-grain Vienna. So good. Sticky fruit buns. There's the menu. There we go. All flour sourced locally from Cummins Mill. Hand made fresh each day. There's the Colton wood-fired oven. Super stormy weather. Super stormy. Oh my god, it's so stormy. Look at the weather. So stormy. Oh my god, so good. Fruit buns, look at that. Just amazing. And then we've got the Vienna loaf down there. So it is so windy. I mean, it's like, must be blowing about 50 to 100 kilometers an hour windy, eating into the mileage, but it doesn't matter. I've only got 20 kilometers to go to Elliston, and yeah, I'm just going to go hide in town because this weather you can't. One of my Threads friends said I should go to Talia Caves, and I'd love to, maybe tomorrow, because it's supposed to be a lot nicer tomorrow. But yeah, This is bunker down, hunker down kind of weather, and I can't believe that this Colton Bakery is still going after all this time. Like, it's amazing, just absolutely in the middle of nowhere. The Colton baked wood-fired oven traditional bread. So yeah, magnificent bread. So lucky to have it right here in the middle of nowhere. Made it to Elliston, another one of my favourite places in the world. Woohoo! Can't wait to check it out. See the old Elliston. I'd move here and live here in a heartbeat. Maybe I will one day, who knows. Let's go check it out. Alright, we're here at the end of the Elliston jetty. Had a long chat to Z and Lynn at the start of the jetty there about everything. They own a house here, holiday house. Lovely people. They had Maggie the collar in the back. And yeah, we better go and find somewhere to stay. Hey Twig! It's such a magical place, Elliston. I think I'm going to try and stay here 2 nights and finally spend more than 1 night somewhere. So tomorrow we can go sightseeing around this magical little town. So nice, such a cool place. And yeah, Elliston is my kind of place. Chilled, laid back, undeveloped, beautiful, coastal place. Wild and scenic. Waterloo Bay, there it is, jetty. Better go and find somewhere to sleep. How cool. Love this spot, heaps and heaps. Twig, you sit. Twig, sit. Sitting in the good spot there, in the spot. We're at the RA charger. We're not going to charge. It all seems to work fine. Yeah, it's switched on and everything. Twiggy, come here. There's a charger. And we're not going to charge because we're going to camp in the campground. Charge in the campground for free. Yep, that's the go. And there's the charger there. There we go. Happy days. Alright, we found a spot and we pitched a tent. It's going to be so much luxury after last night's mosquito hotness. It's going to be so good. I'm actually just going to go and book another night, I think. So 2 nights here. And then I'll get, today's Tuesday, so I'll spend Tuesday night, Wednesday night here, leave first thing Thursday morning. Then that gives me 2 days to get back to the ferry on Friday afternoon. Got the car charging in, even though I went and checked out the new charger. We're going to charge overnight again. So got the fridge going with the went and got some stuff to make sandwiches with the Colton bread, and got the charger going, and yeah, so we're going to charge to 80 and that'll give us all day to drive around Elliston, do the cliff drives. And yeah, Elliston is a great place. We'll go and do some recording and hanging out in Elliston tomorrow. Very good. Nice to have grass. The first time grass in about 5 days. So nice to have grass indeed. Big trees. Lots of birds. Very nice campground at Waterloo Park. Might go and have dinner at the pub and go for a look at the beach here shortly. And the tent's all set up very nicely. Love my little tent. So, Twig, you happy? Twig, sit. Sit. Twig, sit. Good girl. Look at that. Waterloo Bay. This is the beach on the other side of the caravan park. Walk through the dunes and this is what you get. Might come back and hopefully get a sunset photo. That might be awesome. Twiggy, there's no wallabies in these bushes. Okay. So settle down. Someone's actually having a swim down there. Brave man, and his kids are all giving him a hard time. And now I'm tempted to go for a swim. I don't think I even brought my board shorts. Look at that park. Wow. Just a magnificent place. Don't tell anyone though. We don't want to spoil it, do we? Don't spoil it. Keep it a secret. Don't tell anyone about Elliston. Walking back through the caravan park, through the sand dunes. Twiggy, faithful hound, looking for wallabies. There is the camp. Met my neighbours, they're birders and coastal patrol people. Lovely couple. Used to own a Volvo. Or had a work Volvo. It's quite a big campground, it's all the way down there. And ablutions. And there's the tent. Those people have got a massive setup. Plenty money. Tow their own Jimny. Oh, look at that. And how do they even tow all that stuff? I guess they just drive next to each other. There's a myna bird, or is it a starling? And there were white-browed babblers. Yeah. Alright. Home sweet home for 2 nights. Booked another night. All good. Oh, okay. The morning after, we had a very nice sleep last night in the tent. It was nice to stretch out, a really restful sleep. No waking up, and always very comfortable in the tent. And exciting news, we booked the ferry from Lucky Bay to Waterloo across the Spencer Gulf. So tick that one off the bucket list. It wasn't cheap, it was $190, and it's a 2-hour 40-minute ferry trip. So we'll do that tomorrow. It's a later sailing because of Anzac Day, which is a bit of a shame, but would have liked to have spent a bit more time on York Peninsula, but then I have to, so we'll get to Waterloo at about 5, and then I'll have to leave because I have to be in Cape Jervis the next day to catch the Sea-Link ferry. So 2 ferries in 2 days, and had a lovely meal at the pub. I didn't bring the camera with me, unfortunately. I had the double prawn. Might insert a photo here. Had the dipping plate, which was just cooked cold prawns, and then the garlic prawns, and then we'll go back to the pub tonight and have something else. And had a shower this morning, so it's nice just to be able to relax here in Elliston, one of my favourite places. And we'll go to the cliff walk and see where there was a shark attack that I covered back in 2000 and it would have been 2004 maybe. We'll go and find it out, maybe send the drone up and go and check out Elliston a bit more. We've got the Colton loaf to have for lunch, so we'll have a bit of a picnic lunch. And I'm not sure if I showed this to you before, but we've got some stuff to make, some salad and cheese and salami sandwiches. We had the fruit buns for breakfast. Twig had some biscuits for breakfast. Charging everything up. Gonna switch over the memory card. Yeah, it's been a very nice camp. Really enjoyed having the grass, and this is a nice spot. And then tomorrow we'll drive to Lucky Bay. That's probably only 2 hours away maybe, and then 2 hours on the ferry, and we'll get to Waterloo on the York Peninsula. I've never been to the York Peninsula, so we get to drive across that briefly, through Adelaide, and that cuts off all the way at the top. Won't be able to have another curry, unfortunately, but just have to come back and have curries when we go to WA, which will be in only 3 or 4 months. I can't believe it. So better start planning that trip. Might have to get a spare, I'm thinking getting a spare tyre, but not sure if we'll do that. Being laughed at for talking to myself. So yeah, there's the tent. Everything's good, lovely day, bit of blue sky. Ready to go for a bit of explore, Twig? Hey? You want to tap the camera?